Welcome to Lawn Tips with Lou.
Hi, the mowing season's over. Leaves have been mulched up or bagged up, and it's winter now. Tools are, for the most part, put away for the year. But what we can do over the winter season is just go ahead and sharpen up the mower blades so that the mowers are ready to go before the spring. I'm going to sharpen both my rotary mower and my reel mower, and today's episode will just go ahead and start with the rotary mower. There are several methods that you can use to sharpen your mower blade. One of the ways that I have used a number of times over the years is just simply using a file. Takes a little bit of effort, takes a while, but it does a very good job in sharpening a mower blade. Other tools that you can find either in stores or online are a little attachment that you can put on your electric drill and sharpen the mower blade using this little attachment. Very effective way is to use a grinding wheel. I've done most of my mower blade sharpening with the grinding wheel, but I've seen recently, and I'm going to try it this time, is using what's called an angle grinder with a flap disc grinding attachment. So we'll use that today in sharpening the blade for the rotary mower. Okay, the first thing that we want to do before we start anything is simply detach the spark plug so that we don't accidentally start the engine. Okay, with the spark plug disconnected, simply turn the mower on its side and we take a wrench. This may not be the best of practices, but I simply hold the blade in place with my foot. I should put something like a wooden block or something there, but I just hold it in place and loosen it. Now my mower just has one bolt holding the blade in place. Some mowers are going to have 2 or 3 bolts that hold it in. Mine just has the one. And comes off very simply. And I'm just going to go ahead and set the mower upright while we work on the blade. If you have a vise, you can go ahead and secure your mower blade in a vise, but in this case I have a fairly sturdy platform that I'm using, and I just use a small C-clamp to secure it in place while I sharpen the blade. Okay, using the angle grinder, what we're going to do is simply keep it at the angle of the at a consistent angle, and go this direction towards the outside of the blade for a number of times it takes to get the blade to the sharpness that you like. So I think I want to take just a little bit more off of that. Okay, I think what I'll do is simply take the file, because sometimes there's little burrs on the back side of that. I'm just going to take the file and file those burrs off real quick. Okay, now what we'll do is we will clamp the blade down and repeat the process on the other side. And when we're done, we'll balance it to make sure that we've taken an equal amount of shavings off of each side so that the blade is reasonably balanced before putting it back on the mower. Okay, now we're going to do the other side of the blade. And I'll take just a little bit more off of there. One of the things you want to remember to always do is to stay at a consistent angle as you bring the flap disc across to make sure that you stay at a consistent angle. All right, now we'll get the back side of this with the file also to make sure there's no burrs back here, and then we're going to see if it's balanced. If it's not balanced, then we just need to put it back on and take a little bit off of one side or the other until the blade is balanced. While I'm not really fond of this as a blade sharpening device, it does come as a kit, and part of that kit is a blade balancer. And it's two pieces, a little cone-shaped thing fits on this little spiked part. And what you do, set that out of the way, to balance the blade, or to see if the blade is balanced, is you just simply set it on the cone, and this side has dropped down. Typically what I will do is I'll just slowly spin it a little bit to see if it drops, and as you noticed it did, which means I've got to take a little bit more metal off of this side of the blade. Okay, so we'll take a little bit more off of this side. Okay, now we'll try balancing it one more time to see how close we are. Okay, I've taken a little bit more of the
shavings off the one side. And here, let me just spin that just a little bit more so that you can see that it's, whoops, keep it from rocking. All right, you can see that it's spinning fairly evenly at this point, so the blade is well enough balanced that we can go ahead and put it back on the mower. Okay, with the blade sharpened and balanced, we can simply put the blade back on the mower. And snug that up by hand, then put the wrench on it. And we should be done and ready to go as far as our blade for the coming year. Okay. And again, not the best of practices, but I have the bad habit. I just wedge my foot in here to keep the blade from turning while I tighten it up. Okay, we're done. And we can either leave the spark plug unattached for the time being, or we can plug it back in, either way. Mowers, aside from changing oil, the mower is pretty much ready to go in the spring. Thanks for watching Lawn Tips with Lou. I hope you enjoyed the little demonstration that I did on sharpening the blade for the rotary mower. As I say, there's various methods that you can use to sharpen it, whether it's a file, whether it's the attachment to your power drill, using a grinding wheel, or using an angle grinder to sharpen the blade. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Hope it was informative, and I'll see you next time.